Got a pile of old parts.
Well, we're finally getting to the fun stuff on Patti. Motor, seat, clutches, all that good stuff. Stick around, we'll start putting her together. All right, so we got to start putting Patti together. I don't know, what are you thinking, Tommy? I think I was going to do the motor mounts, but...
Yeah, and we got to get the wiring harness in, get that fuel pump mounted, because, you know, that's underneath.
That makes sense.
We need to get that in.
All right, so first thing is that's in this bucket right here.
Somewhere. The bucket. The bucket.
All right, so we'll lay in the wire harness, and then once we got that in place, maybe we'll hook up the motor, and then things just start happening after that.
Yeah, I mean, somebody can be putting the mounts on the motor while, you know, we're sorting the harness. It doesn't take three, so yeah.
Yep, there you go. All right.
Divide and conquer.
We're going to get after it.
There you go.
All right, so we're starting to sort out the harness, and we got the first issue. The pump's supposed to go here, and there's no carriage bolts in those holes.
Yeah.
And the track's already in. That's a bit of a problem.
It'll be a challenge.
We'll figure it out. All right, I figured out how we're going to mount the fuel pump, and it involves this drill. Oh, let's move that out of there. We got to make that hole bigger and rounder.
Don't put a hole in the track.
Didn't put a hole in the track, but I thought about it. I thought I shouldn't do that. All right.
Oh, what do you got going on there, Nutter?
It's a rivnut device.
Hey now.
Oh, I just pulled the threads out of it. I was gonna say the trick with the rivnut is you don't go until it goes pop, but we'll tap that one out.
Oops.
In this one.
All right.
There we go. And let's get that down flush-ish. See, I gotta back this up a little. Gotta get some leverage.
Some leverage?
Whoa, the whole sled's moving. I gotta come to the other side.
Yeah, you do. A little too much leverage.
Yeah, I'm leaning into it. All right. You don't go until it goes pop. That's bad. You just get it in there tight, and that one's good and tight. I think. Yep, that one's good and tight.
Good and tight.
Yeah, let's see if I can thread this back through this one.
Isn't that a German young woman?
I only pulled a couple threads. That'll work. Unless I threaded it right through. So unless we strip the bolt, it's fine. All right, so we're just kind of following the lay of the wires to figure out how stuff gets in there. Lonnie's putting these relays back. So far, we haven't had to open up the original video yet, but I predict we will at some point. So we'll just keep laying the harness in. The nice thing about a nice used harness is it just kind of falls back to where it used to live.
Okay, once you get all the twists out of it.
Well, there is that.
Yeah. Hell to the
So Lonnie's working away over there in his little quadrant of wiring world. He'll get all that done, and then we're going to put this voltage regulator on. And I'm not spending any money on a voltage regulator upgrade till I find out that one doesn't work, because this is Patti. I got the CDI box mounted up over here. Everything looks good. Got the grounded on the wire. I don't know. Brad brought up a good point. It could go this way or it could go this way. I'm just guessing at this point.
That actually looks right.
It does, because these got to go over to this side on the engine.
I just always thought the airbox choked it off so bad around the steering.
Might be. Well, it's only 2 bolts if we got to flip it later. Yeah. So we're getting there.
Oh, hey.
Showed you the fuel pump.
I did not realize there was a ground wire.
Whatever this thing is, this will probably be the thing that makes me look at the old video. We haven't looked at the old video yet. This will probably be the thing that makes me look to try to remember where it goes.
Operative word yet.
It looks like a big ballast resistor, big ceramic piece in there. Yeah.
Cut off and get this bracket over into place.
Yeah, we do. But let's have a pizza break first.
All right.
Tommy was on pizza duty today. He cooked this one. So thanks patrons for your support, and we're going to dig into the beers and the pizzas. Oh yeah, that does. So I scratched. You can see in the video I scratched a P in it though, Tommy.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter.
There's a P right there, so we know.
Doesn't matter. There's the torque mount right there.
I did finally go back and look at the old video, and it actually helped. We got the motor mounts. We saw where we put the bolts. Things are coming together, folks. Thanks to the videos. So we're gonna bolt those straps up to the motor quick, and I don't know. We'll probably loosely set it in there because we're still going to be messing with the harness for a while.
A lot of wires.
A lot of wires. A lot of mess. We got Tommy being cameraman now. I got out the old... Yeah, Tommy, what are you doing? We got the digital here.
Daisy.
Oh, you got that pretty close with the impact, Tommy.
This ain't my first rodeo.
That one took just a little bit, but not much. All right, good to go.
That's totally
How's it ever going to reach up here, though? No, it goes way to the inside, goes up next to the strap. So we're figuring out where routings go, folks. It's got to go up through here by the fuel pump.
Oh, so it goes behind. So we got to lift the motor back up.
Yeah, we got to pick the motor up.
Okay. It goes in between the two.
I got it. Premature.
Oh, shit.
All right, out.
No, that'll be high enough. Oh, we got totally routed around.
You got totally holes.
Watch that wire that comes down from the CDI
should I
box.
go behind it?
Yep, and goes up over top of the strap.
Yeah, right into the corner.
Okay, that's
It
under
goes-
it now.
This is that. So this
You're
comes,
done. Oh yeah.
this sits here. It
Okay,
goes from
that's
that to
different.
this.
That's different than my 92.
Bonnie.
I'd say you've been hosed, Brad.
I wonder where the oil injection bottle is. Probably under my motorcycle. All right, so we finally got smart and we hooked up the motor to the hoist. And we got a whole bunch of stuff to figure out and hook up and route in there. And I don't think this is the last time we're going to have the motor up and down, but Tommy's starting to plug stuff in. This goes...
Just double checking.
That's going to go right there, Lonnie.
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah, this whole harness kind of goes over here. And there isn't much to really show on camera. We're just relearning where this harness goes that we pulled out 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So
It goes up there.
Yep.
This guy goes here.
Just on top of the
It probably goes to this.
Oh, that one.
Yep. We can plug that in later. That's your throttle position sensor.
The air box.
That's one of those is the air box. This is injector number 1. So that's what's going to guide us. Like if we can get the injector plugged in.
Yeah, right there. Yep.
Now we know. Now we kind of have a little anchor point where we're going to go.
So then these two go boom, boom.
Yep.
Yep.
Now go right up to the computer.
And that goes right there, which sits right on top of the air box, which goes right there.
Yep.
Which, where'd I put that air box?
It's a special one.
It'll turn up. Yeah, it's got a sensor in it, so I'll know it when I find it. I did remember where I put the oil bottle. It's starting to come back. All right, we're calling it here for the night. It's been kind of a short night, but there are some big accomplishments. I've been finding parts I haven't seen for 6 months. The airbox, you see that down there? Found the airbox with the magic sensor in it. Found the oil bottle, found the water bottle. We found the motor mount bolts, most of them.
Well, yeah, right. The harness.
We need 3.
The harness is pretty close.
The harness is pretty close. I'll probably do a little more with the harness back and forth when I'm here by myself some night. Just to get it to lay in there just right so nothing rubs or does anything bad. And then I'll zip tie the shit out of it.
Yep.
Because that's what you do with a harness. So we're pretty close. So thanks for coming over and helping tonight, guys.
Yeah, good night.
I have one question.
What's that, Brad?
When are we cleaning the fuel injection?
Oh, we got to clean
Clean
it
the
now.
injectors. We cleaned them 6 months ago now.
We got to clean the bodies.
Yeah, but that means we're gonna have to do it again.
Oh, the whole thing should be clean. Yeah, we never cleaned the bodies, so clean the fuel injector bodies.
Clean the bodies.
We actually got a lot of cleaning to do. And once I get the wiring harness all routed right, I am gonna pull the details and yank the motor one more time and vacuum everything out and wipe shit down as best as I can.
Patti deserves that.
Well, apparently you didn't notice the work that I already did. Dennis isn't here, so I actually got so you can see that the heads are your power purple or whatever.
They're triples.
I smelled the brake cleaner.
Yep.
All right, so we're closing her out there. So thanks for watching so far. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet, and a huge thanks to the patrons. And the patrons, you can see their names up here on the screen. The patrons on the Patreon webpage and app, they help us out a little bit each month. They help us keep the place going. They help us with pizza and beer and parts. They do just about anything except for find the missing parts. That's always on me, but because I lost them. But really appreciate the patrons, and if you want to join up and be a patron, by all means do so. You can do so for as little as $5 a month, and you'll get to see all the videos early and ad-free, and you'll see patron-only videos on there that don't get to YouTube. And some of them are, sometimes they're a lot more funny or informative than YouTube does. Because remember, YouTube, we're making a show.
Censored.
We're not making a documentary. We're not doing a step-by-step. We're trying to make a fun show for you guys to watch. Sometimes I do step-by-step stuff, but when it comes to this...
I thought we were just doing what we normally do.
Well, we are.
If you're watching and you want a sponsor...
Well, anybody can make donations to the show. They can donate through PayPal or they can do Super Thanks now. Super Thanks is
That's a good thing.
it's really awesome. And if you do a Super Thanks, it also really helps make YouTube promote the show. If you start to get a couple Super Thanks on any one episode, that really lights up the algorithm and it starts promoting it to more people. So we really appreciate it when people do those. And Tony Geneseo, thank you. He was the most recent Super Thanks before we filmed this.
Right on. Thanks, Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
All right, it's been a big ramble here, but we'll sign off now, and hopefully we'll get some snow and see you on the trails.
See you on the trails.